Good morning, Winnicott.
Happy Friday to you all.
How's your week been, Kyle?
No, it's been pretty solid. Having no school on Tuesday was clutch.
Yeah, you want to know what else is clutch?
What's that, Cole?
That me and the rest of the seniors get to go to Chem Free after graduation.
Heard that's a great time. Sure you'll have fun.
Yeah, I hope so. Megan and Welch have the story.
What's up, Winnicott? With graduation just around the corner, it's time to start thinking about Chem Free.
Chem Free, what's that?
Chem Free is an all-night, alcohol, drug, and tobacco-free celebration that parents organize for the senior class of Winnicott.
Ryan and I interviewed Miss Cheo, the head parent of the Chem Free committee, to see what's involved in planning this celebration.
Roll it.
After graduation, the seniors will have dinner in the dining hall, then board buses to UNH, where there will be many fun surprises. Then from UNH at 3 in the morning, the seniors will make their way to Portsmouth Harbor, where they will enjoy a nice sunrise cruise and catered breakfast. Chem Free has been an organization keeping kids away from drugs and alcohol after graduation for over 10 years. We interviewed Miss Cheo, the head parent of the Chem Free committee, and Kristen Conklin, a student at Winnicott, and asked her how the community can help make Chem Free a success.
Well, the whole event costs about $22,000 on average. We really depend on the community, different businesses around in the 4 communities to give us cash donations. The other fundraisers we have are restaurant nights, so we have 3 of those planned. One at the Old Salt on March 11th, one at the Community Oven on April 7th, and one at Savory Square Bistro in Hampton on March 26th.
I'm doing the Dip for Dollars fundraiser, and it's kind of like a penguin plunge, except for it's for Chem Free. And you can go around asking for sponsors or for people to donate money, and you basically just dip for dollars. Instead of just donating money, my mom and I decided that we would do all the fundraiser stuff just to make it more fun and have us be more involved. So I'm also doing the Portsmouth Ford test drive, which if you test drive a car, they donate money to Chem Free.
Wow, I can't wait. Make sure you support your senior class and keep updated about all the awesome fundraisers we have going on. For more information, you can email Miss Cheo at 2014WHSChemFreeCommittee@gmail.com. Until next time, this is Megan and Ryan signing out.
You know, everyone should really be chemical free all the time.
Definitely.
But since we're still in winter, let's talk a little snow.
Yeah, thank God we're almost through this horrendous season.
No. Not that snow. Pat snow.
Oh, I heard he shreds the mountains during his free time.
You heard correctly. Ian Talty and myself took a look into Pat Snow's favorite activity.
What's up, Winnicott? It's Kyle Harrington with Ian Talty. New England has 75 skiers and resorts, and no shortage of shredders willing to shred these mountains. Some of them even walk among us here at Winnicott. Some of them are even teachers. Pat Snow is one of those teachers.
I've been skiing since I was 2 years old. I learned to ski at Cranmore up in North Conway there, and I've been skiing at Sunday River since I was probably 5. I've got a pass there like every year. My family has a house up there. My favorite part about skiing would probably be powder skiing. There's nothing better than being like knee deep in some deep snow and cruising around, floating around in the deep stuff.
Mr. Keene has skied with Pat Snow several times, and he talked to me about Pat Snow's skiing skills.
Yeah, Pat's a really good skier. He's a very strong skier. He charges down the mountain really well, and he looks like he's been skiing all his life.
My skiing role model is Sage Catabergaloza. He's like an all-mountain skier. He can also throw down some pretty big tricks, jumps off some cliffs. He's a really good powder skier. Does a lot of stuff in Alaska. It's pretty cool to watch.
Here's a quick look at some of the work Pat has put in on the mountain. If you're ever at Sunday River, make sure to hit some trails with Pat Snow. Till next time, Ian Talty and Kyle Harrington, shredding out.
He really does hold it down the peak.
Yes, sir.
I feel for him as all his fellow shredders, though, because it's March and we're just about out of ski season.
I like March, though. It's the best month of the year.
Why's that?
March Madness, baby.
The big dance.
Ian and I took a look at this year's tournament. Check it out, dude.
Now that it's March, Madness has arrived again, with conference tournaments set to begin next week and Selection Sunday on March 16th. Predictions have been tossed around this year, but with the odds at 1 in over 4 billion for picking a correct 64 games for your bracket, it's near impossible. For anyone who has never completed a bracket, this is the year to do it. Warren Buffett has offered $1 billion for a perfect bracket. Ian and I took a look at some of the students and teachers' predictions for their brackets this year and what they may do with the $1 billion.
I think Syracuse is going to win the national championship, and with the $1 billion I donated to win a college.
Cole and I interviewed Mr. Shivel to see how to find the probability of getting a perfect bracket and what he may do with the $1 billion.
For someone to have a perfect bracket in the March Madness tournament, they would actually have to pick 63 games correct. And if you consider like a complete guess, where you guess on every single game, you would end up having essentially 2 to the 63rd. You'd have over 9 quintillion different brackets that you could make, which is just ridiculous. And even if you were really, really basic common sense and you figured that a 1 seed would never beat a 16 would never beat a 1, there'd still be over 5 quadrillion ways to fill out the bracket. So for me, I'd say Warren Buffett's money's pretty safe. Well, for my money, if I was going to win the $1 million prize, the $1 billion prize, I'd be choosing the Virginia Cavaliers this year.
With Selection Sunday this weekend, predictions are being made now. Top teams from each conference will be the most common predictions for each bracket. Arizona, the Gators, Wichita State, and Louisville are some favorite picks for this year's brackets.
Now that you've heard the school's predictions for who will be the national champion on March 16th, remember, make your selections and maybe you can win Warren Buffett's $1 billion prize. All you need to do is enter your bracket on the official technology provider, Yahoo Sports. I sincerely wish all of you the best of luck. Ian and I, signing out.
Check out my bracket that's going to win me the $1 billion.
I don't think so, Kyle. All these teams aren't even in the bracket. This is garbage.
Come on, Cole. Well, like my chances of winning the $1 billion, this trimester at WHTV is over.
That doesn't even make sense, Kyle.
You know, it's been real though, Cole. Ready for some new faces next trimester.
Make sure you guys study hard for finals next week.
Check the credits for some bloopers.
Alright. This is garbage.
Well,
that's garbage, Kyle. This is garbage, Kyle.
Come on now, Cole.
Half these teams aren't even in the tournament, Kyle. We're not doing that. This is garbage, buddy.
Freak, what's that?
Chem-free is an all-night alcohol, drug, and tobacco-free celebration that the parents...
I'm nervous. It's like stage fright. Is this filming right now?